Gosh, this is pretty special to watch.
On the interception on the lazy pass, that rookie Magic Dishes work system.
And that's when the legend of Magic Johnson really took off.
Kareem was averaging over 30 points a game. How do you replace 30 points?
Here comes the 20-year-old rookie down the middle. Dockett with time and scores.
I knew I had to score and score a lot if we were going to have a chance to win.
Magic comes right back on the penetration.
So that's what I was able to do by scoring 42 points and getting 15 boards and 7 assists.
Magic comes inside, dishes, watch Wilkes' beautiful pass. Is he unbelievable?
And then give Jamal Wilkes a lot of credit too, because people forget Jamal had 37 points in that game as well.
Magic.
I'm watching the game at home, and as the game went on, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm I'm on vacation.
I turned to Pat Riley. I said, we're going to win. He looked at me and said, yeah.
There it is, it's over, and the most valuable player is Magic Johnson. He starts at center, plays forward and guard, and leads the Los Angeles Lakers to a world championship.
His performance when he switched to center in that game still remains one of the greatest single performances in any sport.
This is your first year and you're here. How many more of these would you like to get under your belt?
About 20.
The sports writers had already written in Kareem as the MVP of the final series. And because of Magic's performance, they crossed it out and they gave it to Magic Johnson.
When we won the championship in 1980, and across the mascot of the Los Angeles Times, it simply said it's Magic.
To see Magic and the Lakers win the title was hard to swallow, and it was clear we needed to get better. Red was on the job. He'd unloaded McAdoo for a pick that turned out to be #1 overall.
The consensus first pick in that draft was Joe Barry Carroll. And Red said, we're taking Joe Barry Carroll, #1. That's who we're taking. And he had no intention of taking Joe Barry Carroll.
Red had his eye on a different center, Robert Parrish of Golden State. And if we had known that, we'd have thought he was crazy.
Robert Parrish's reputation was that he didn't play hard, was a cruiser.
So Red offered the #1 pick for Parrish, plus the Warriors pick at #3, where he chose Kevin McHale, a guy we'd never even heard of. When training camp started, it didn't look like a great move.
I came to Boston all out of shape. Not to mention we had a drill sergeant type coach in Bill Fitch. Everybody was in shape except for Robert. So all you heard was Robert this, Robert that. It was like being in an echo chamber.
Parrish may not have liked it, but it worked. Overnight, Parrish was the ugly duckling who turned into a swan and an all-star.
There were nights where Robert played so well that it looked like it was JV versus varsity. There were nights that Robert went out there and just dominated the game.
As for McHale, coming off the bench behind Maxwell, he was a revelation.
The 6'11" kid from Minnesota, 21-year-old kid, has low post moves that nobody's ever seen. You just couldn't guard him.
God did something to me that opened my eyes to saying white people can play. As a person I was very biased, very ignorant, and God punished me by putting me on the team with the two greatest white players playing together at one time on one team, ever.
Eventually, when they were all on the floor together, it was amazing to watch because Larry loved to feed into them. They've existed so well together.
Yanks down yet another rebound. Bullet pass up court to McHale. Beautiful to Burns.
They became what they call the Big Three.